Sorry, Texas, but you knew it was coming.
I just want to let you know that we haven't forgotten about North Wilkesboro. We haven't given up on it. We're working on it. No promises, but we have not forgotten about it.
Marcus and Speedway Motorsports are known for innovation. What would you like to see us do next?
Not touch that asphalt at North Wilkesboro Speedway and have the All-Star race there.
What does that even mean?
This means that we have not forgotten about it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So, the All-Star race is returning. Well, not returning, but it's going to North Wilkesboro. That is something that is huge news. Now, guys, before we even get any further, I know the All-Star race has been the last few years, but I still believe the All-Star race is one of the highest potential races on the NASCAR calendar, and I think this is a fantastic move. Now, we're going to break this down a little bit. I'll give my opinion. There's not too much to talk about. There's just a few things, like who's responsible for this and what they might do in the future and stuff like that. So let's definitely talk about it. And we also have to mention Kevin Harvick's rants on Twitter, because that was actually really funny in cohesion with the news that broke. Basically, he's not mad about the news. He just, went on a tirade about multiple other things, which was really funny. I want to give a shout out to Patreon members for always supporting the channel. You guys are the absolute best. I'll be returning to Orlando tomorrow, so we'll go back to the normal setup. I'm definitely taking this mic. This mic is amazing. But let's get into it. First of all, let's comment down below what you think of the news. North Wilkesboro, we don't know the format yet or anything. It's going to be, May 19th through the 21st, somewhere around there. I feel like I got to go. I've never been to that area of the country before, but I might have to find a way. I might have to. I've never been to like a grassroots racetrack. Living in South Florida my whole life. I've been to Daytona and Homestead, and I went to Phoenix last year. Other than that, I haven't been anywhere else. So I've never been to like a grassroots racetrack. So I think it'd be a really cool experience for me if I can maybe try and do it. I'll just plan for it. I got to go to London first, but that's different. So on May 21st, the All-Star race is going back to North Wilkesboro. It should be a night race. It should be a completely packed house. And I still think they have some more renovations they need to do that they said they've pushed back till 2024. So the whole, the reason why this is so surprising is because it wasn't expected. They felt like the track had to go through some more renovations and stuff. Just last week, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was at North Wilkesboro in that late model race, and it was a completely packed house. And I think that they probably, that gave NASCAR the reassurances of what they need. Now, let's give credit to where credit's due, okay? Because I want to make this very clear. It's actually Fox who definitely pushed for this move. So you do know how much power the TV companies hold, and so Fox had a big say on this. They went to NASCAR and they said they want the All-Star race to be something similar to baseball or basketball and have it rotate into like different racetracks and move around to keep it fresh, because it could be a really good opportunity. Now, there's been a lot of fans who have said that before, and so it was kind of surprising to hear the actual TV broadcaster in Fox to actually say that. So they actually came up with a good idea. Now, let's not get carried away. Their broadcasts are still effing atrocious, and I'm not exaggerating that. So they still have to work on that, okay? So Fox, thank you for pitching this to NASCAR, and you have a lot of power because you pay a lot of money. But with that money and with that power, fix your goddamn broadcast, because your broadcasts are horrible. I mean, like, horrible. I'm talking high school production horrible, okay? Again, not exaggerating. Get rid of the cartoons. Make sure you actually focus on a professional broadcast. Do some notes on NBC. Do some notes on Sky Sports and Formula One. And try to carry over some things and treat it, like it should. Because to be honest, next year at North Wilkesboro, I don't want to see a cartoon of Chase Elliott with like Mickey Mouse ears saying, he won the All-Star race. No. We can't be going to a grassroots track and then bring cartoons on the goddamn broadcast. All right, so let's get the goddamn direction right. Whoever's making that decision, open up your brain, knock it up a little bit, drink a little bit of whiskey, get your mind a little bit messed up, so then you can actually probably think properly, because when you're sober, you ain't thinking properly if you want goddamn cartoons like this is Nickelodeon, okay? They're not even good cartoons. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. They're not even good. They don't even look like the goddamn drivers. Is that it? I don't want to be negative this video. So, we're good. Fix your goddamn broadcast. Thank you for North Wilkesboro. Now, everyone being really excited for this going to North Wilkesboro, remember what I just said. Fox wants a rotating schedule. So we don't know if it's going to come back in 2024 or 2025. We don't know that. Now, personally, I am a fan of that rotating schedule because I believe there are tracks that, for example, have only one race date on the year, but for that specific year, they can have two. I think it would be really nice to rotate the All-Star race to tracks that usually, and to fans that usually don't have the option to do it. So if we went to Charlotte over and over and over and over, you could even see by the attendance that people just kind of got annoyed of it. Like, you go to the All-Star race and the week after you go to the Coke 600. Okay, then you take it to Bristol. That was a one-off thing with the neon lights and everything. All right, that's cool. And then they go to Texas, horrible racetrack. But if you can take it to like a Darlington, add, another race date to Darlington for just 1 year, or you can take it to Phoenix, or you can take it to Homestead, or you could take it to a road course, you could take it to Watkins Glen, you could take it to, name a track, Martinsville, whatever, Daytona, Talladega, Homestead, I said Homestead already, Richmond, whatever. I saw an opinion of putting dirt on Richmond. I saw that on Twitter. I don't know who said it. A little bit odd, but okay. But I like that idea. But I like the fact that it's going to North Wilkesboro. It's going to be a very special event. Tickets are going to sell out almost instantly, honestly. People are already saying that the hotels are already getting booked. So, again, I don't know the area that well, so I'm not even sure how many hotels are around the area. Again, I'm definitely not knowledgeable around the North Wilkesboro area, because that part of NASCAR was before I was alive. I was born in 97, so I didn't know about it. Also, credit to Marcus Smith. I give Marcus Smith a tough time a lot. Owner of SMI, mainly because of Texas. That's all. I mean, I hate that track. But, I give him a tough time. Credit to him. Credit to NASCAR. Credit to everyone involved. I know Dale Earnhardt Jr. is super, super excited. Everyone's super, super excited. Now, let's actually talk about Kevin Harvick, because Kevin Harvick's actually really excited. And then he went on some weird tweets. I'll just post them up here. Yeah, so there was just a lot. Well, let's talk about the one that's actually related to the All-Star race, and he's saying, like, put 1,000 horsepower in the car and for a one-off thing and do the All-Star race. Now, again, I don't think that's a possibility, because NASCAR will just not, to be honest. Would I like to see it? Yes. Do I think NASCAR would want to do it? No. Because I think NASCAR would just want to continue with the next-gen car, continue with the same engine package, all that, and not have too much craziness for a one-off race. They already do it essentially with Bristol Dirt. So I don't think they're going to want to do that. Is it a good idea? Yes. Would I like to see it? Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. I do think there needs to be adjustments on the next gen car. And yes, everyone would love to see 1,000 horsepower or 900 horsepower or whatever, but to be honest, I just think those days are not coming back, whether you like it or not. Again, would I love it back? Yes. Would you love it back? I'm pretty sure, especially for just one race. We're not talking about a season, just one race. I think it would be really cool, but they're just not going to do it. I'll be pleasantly surprised if in the next 3, 4, 5 years that ever does happen. I just don't think it ever will, so you kind of just gotta deal with it. It's almost as crazy as like the idea of like, just taking a restrictor plate off at like Daytona and doing an all-star race like that. It's just, I know there's no safety issues with it, like putting 1,000 horsepower at North Wilkesboro. There is not really any safety issues. He even said it, like you technically be going slower in the corners because of how much power you're gonna have going in and off. So yeah, it is what it is. But that's basically it, guys. Overall, with everyone that made the announcement, with NASCAR, with Marcus Smith, with Fox, with Dale Earnhardt Jr. helping in, Kevin Harvick's rants on Twitter, I am fully on board with this. And let's give credit to NASCAR. I don't know about you guys, but I've been really happy with NASCAR recently. Like, there have been a few things, and I make a video about it when I'm not very happy about it. The safety of the car, I think, needs to get fixed as soon as possible, which is going to have to be this off season. Has to get fixed ASAP. Like, it doesn't matter what the cost is, they just got to do it. But everything else, think about it. The Chicago street course, so there was some backlash on that because of Chicagoland, but I'm fine with it. It's fine with me. Yes, you take away Road America to put in the Chicago street course, but you know what? I think NASCAR on a street course sometimes, I think would be a good idea. roll with it. Just don't get too crazy, but roll with it. So I like that idea. The next gen car, obviously, you guys know how much I love that car. I think still, personally to me, it races really well at the majority of tracks. It just needs some work on the short tracks. Nothing can be perfect. I don't think people have to say it's a bad car or they don't like it. I think the majority of people like the product that is on track. Again, safety issue and the short track dirty air. Those things have to be fixed. The decision to repave Atlanta into a weird super speedway, that might be the one thing that I don't really like. I don't know if NASCAR had a lot to do with that or if it was mainly Atlanta or whatever it was, but you know, or like a miscommunication because Atlanta thought it would be like a 550 horsepower package all the time, whatever it was. That's the one decision I don't really like. The schedule, I like the fact that they finally getting away from Texas. Texas might be reconfigurating now. What Steve Phelps has been doing, the president of NASCAR, I think you have to give him credit. To me, I think they're doing a really good job. Now, there are still some things like race control and the inconsistency in race control that still needs to be fixed, but overall, if I take myself back 3 to 4 years ago, I was probably complaining 80% of the time when talking about NASCAR because there were things I hated. I hated the car, I hated the package, I hated the decisions. I just didn't like anything. And then Steve Phelps came in, right? And he started making changes. Now, I think one of the biggest changes was getting away from the 550 horsepower package and going back to a car that is hard to drive and puts it back in the driver's hands. I didn't think that was going to happen, but someone of great power in NASCAR made that decision, and it was a perfect decision. It was the right decision to set the sport back on the right path, and the schedule and everything else has been doing really well, so we got to give NASCAR credit. And I say that because I know probably sometime in the future they're going to do some nonsense, right? And like something stupid's going to happen, kind of like what happened at Daytona with the rain. But you know, something stupid will happen, but I'll give the benefit of the doubt to NASCAR because over the last 2 years they have given me reason to trust them. Like, that's really it for me. They've given me a reason to trust them and just trust their decisions. Not everything will be like a home run, ball out of the park, great decision, but I'm liking it. Still hate the playoffs. I'm not going to complain about it. I will not do it. No, I'm not going to do it. Comment down below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not already. Leave your opinions. I don't really have much more to say. They're shorter videos when you're happy, right? Like, if I was complaining about this, I'd probably be 20 minutes long, but I have nothing to... Move on. That's it. Like, I have nothing to say. Take care of yourselves. We're almost to 70,000 subscribers. Damn it. Subscribe. Please. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will probably not see you guys tomorrow because I'll be traveling to Orlando and I won't get to Orlando in time to get a video uploaded. But Saturday, iRacing. Next gen AI cars. Very, very excited for that. I will get that for you guys, and we'll do some of that. Take care of yourselves. Rest in peace, by the way, to Queen Elizabeth II. She died today, so rest in peace to her. God bless. Really unfortunate news happened. I was actually watching the Arsenal game, and it happened during the game, and yeah, just really, really bad news. So God bless her. It's huge for, you know, obviously you guys know it's goddamn queen. So yeah, take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.